What's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of the TMossBoss Show. And in this episode, I am going to be talking about YouTube boxing. But not just oh yeah, YouTube boxing, this and that, blah, blah. No, I'm going to be talking about the up and coming fight within the whole YouTube boxing community and stuff. And yes, it is KSI versus Logan Paul Part 2. Like, this fight, this is definitely going to be a memorable moment in YouTube history. And the thing that I don't understand, like, getting off subject with the YouTube boxing and stuff, like, why is it that this stuff, it's being promoted? Like, on second thought, YouTube ain't really talking about it because they're probably all like, oh, we're trying to be kid-friendly. But, look, kids ain't even friendly themselves, so I'm just throwing that out there. Like, this is like stuff like this is being public and being broadcast all over YouTube and things, and people are talking about it left and right, and then YouTube's trying to turn around and say, oh, we're trying to be kid friendly and things, but you got stuff like this blowing up. Yeah, ain't nobody hearing that. But anyways, so yeah, who do I think is going to win? And you got a lot of people saying, like, Logan Paul, he got this edge, and so he's going to possibly win. And then people are saying, like, KSI is a different person. He ain't the same. Like, he ain't the same boxer he was in the previous fights. He's different. He's changed. And people are saying that he's going to win. And honestly, at this point, if I had to say who do I think is going to win, all right, I don't know. But I will say this, I am on Team KSI, so I personally think that KSI is going to win this fight. I think he is. Just his mannerism and who he is and how he is, and just everything that he has dealt with YouTube. Like, I've been watching KSI for years, okay? I've been watching KSI for years. And I've been watching Logan Paul for years. I wouldn't really say that I didn't really see KSI, like, blow up and things. But I do remember in the Vine days seeing Logan Paul's face a lot. I remember when he started blowing up on Vine, all right? And, seeing these guys kind of, like, at the beginning of their careers and just everything that they've dealt with and stuff, both of these guys are going to put up a show, all right? But maybe, who knows? This might be like a first round knockout. Who knows? Because one fighter might get nervous, but I don't think that's going to be KSI. I honestly do not think that is going to be KSI. I do not think that he is going to be feeling any amount of nervousness in this fight. Just seeing him and how he's been acting, with this fight and things, like, it's KSI. I can see it myself that he is a changed man. He is not the same. He is not the same. So that's why I'm like, with this fight, I can't wait. I cannot wait. And I guess they just had like a press conference today that I didn't even know about. If I knew about it, I probably have been at work, like, watching it or at least listening to it and things. But yeah, I'm probably gonna watch it. I'm probably gonna watch like a highlight thing, or probably I was gonna watch Deji, KSI's brother, reaction to it and stuff. And that's one thing that KSI, he said, and I'm like, I can tell, like, now they're cool and stuff. And so, because Deji, KSI's brother, he wants to get back into boxing. He wants to fight again. And that's what KSI said. And I'm like, that was really nice of him to say that. Like, that was really nice of him and things. But he was saying that he was saying his brother, he definitely has it in him to fight. And who knows, he could even be a better fighter than him. And I'm like, I heard those words, and I was just like, despite everything that happened previously before with them, seeing this now, all right, seeing how they are towards each other now, where Deji is supporting his brother, KSI thinks that Deji can be a better fighter than him. I'm happy. I'm happy for those two, because like all that stuff that they were dealing with, like in the beginning of the year and then end of last year, I was like, man. Like, these are brothers that I watched a lot. Like, every time when they did a video with each other, I was always watching it and stuff. So, that's why I'm, like, seeing that and then seeing them beef. you know, now seeing them being cool with each other and things, like, now all I just gotta do, I think I'll be okay once I see them do a video with each other. Then I'll be happy. And I'm like, okay, cool. But, man, this fight, this is definitely going to be one, like, for the books. This is definitely, it's gonna be a really good fight. It even had, like, it got Mayweather's attention. And that's where it's like, I know people gonna probably be all like, oh, YouTube boxing, it ain't that serious. Like, it's just some YouTubers, it's just people making videos. That's the thing that I don't really like when they talk about YouTubers. They act like that those are people that just, like, they don't matter in the world. Like, oh, what they're doing, it's nothing. Like, I'm like, that's why I'm like, I ain't hearing that. If you a fan of YouTube, if you be watching YouTube videos, if you're seeing this, like, stuff going down and things, and you're all like, oh, okay, like, you know, like, you know, you got, like, an actual opinion and actually something to say about this boxing stuff, then cool, I would like to hear it. But if you just go like, oh, they just people that making videos and stuff, I'm not hearing that. I'm not hearing that whatsoever and stuff. Like, that's, I'm like, I can't have a conversation with people that's, like, not into YouTube videos and stuff. Like, if you're into YouTube videos, or, like, you're wanting me to get you into YouTube videos, like, you want to know, like, a YouTuber, then I'll help you out on that. But, like, I'm not hearing it from anybody else, but I'm just gonna see it for myself. I don't care what anybody else says. So, anyways, yeah. This boxing event is going to be crazy. Like, it's going to probably, it's definitely going to be the best boxing fight, like, in YouTube history. That's definitely one thing for sure. Like, and just with the last fight and how much attention that, like, you know, came about and things, because what YouTube, all right, so talking about the first boxing YouTube event, which was KSI when he went up against Joe Weller. I think that was the first, like, YouTube boxing event. There might have been, like, I mean, yeah, there was probably, like, YouTubers boxing already before and stuff, but no, like, this event, like, I felt like this was, like, the first official, like, event that everybody was, like, really paying attention to and stuff, because probably that might have been the case that KSI, him being one of the biggest YouTubers on the platform, like, you know, we gotta watch this, we gotta see how he does and things. And, yeah, seeing him in that Joe Weller fight, there's times where I just, like, I catch myself watching the highlights or even the full fight and things, because I was like, that was such a good fight. That was really such a good fight. And so I'm like, I was just like, then with him and Logan Paul the first time, talking about that, and that's just, like, kind of like talking about Deji a little bit, is that because when he was going up against Jake Paul, like, Deji, he definitely, like, no, what KSI was saying, he definitely has it in him to fight. And I think that's what he said his problem was. Deji, he was saying that he had kind of like a cardio issue or like a respiratory issue and things. And I was just like, and he was just like, you know, if he had worked on that and taken that a little bit more serious, he probably did a lot better in this fight. And but I feel like if he will take it serious, like if he does like take it serious and things, and he does like he truly really wants to get back into boxing and fighting and things, I definitely think he could be a good boxer. I honestly think he can, because I was watching that fight against him with him and Jake Paul. The thing is, I can see that Deji was getting tired. I can see that, but he was getting hit left and right, but he was eating those hits. That man had a fork and a knife with those hits. So that's why I'm like, I like honestly seeing Deji fight, I'm like, yeah, he definitely will be a good fighter, because he could take some hits. He seriously can. And I'm like, and then plus having his brother, like, you know, because I feel like his brother, like have him as a sparring partner, then maybe have the team training him and stuff. Might have another team, I don't know, but I honestly think he could be like a really good boxer too. I honestly think he can. I just hope that there ain't like no like family tear apart and KSI and Deji end up going up against each other. I hope that doesn't happen. I don't want to see that for them too. It's like I really hope that those two guys they have, so because I think there was like two brothers boxing before at, I think it was the first boxing event. And there's like I think it was like two twin brothers or something like that. And I'm like, man, I really hope that nothing like that happens with them and things. Like, I hope like this, like this family beef, like it's done, it's over with. These guys can just go back to just being just bros, making videos, making each other laugh, and continue on. Like sparring, okay. But like actually boxing in front of a crowd, like nah. Don't do that to yourselves. Please don't. Alright? Please don't. But yeah, like I just like but and then I like but yeah, back to like talking about Deji and things because I did like yeah, it was like he had like the respiratory issues. He was taking the hits and things. And then I was just like, when they threw in the towel, I was like, dang, man. Like, I was really getting into that fight, too. And I think if he was, like, yeah, if he just had, like, a better cardio system and things, I think he probably did pretty good. He would have did a lot better. And then with KSI and Logan Paul, I was like, that fight, man, when it ended in a draw, I was like, dang, bro, like, I guess like now thinking about it, because they both was landing good hits. They both wasn't going down. All right, they both was like pretty much at the same state. And yeah, I was all like, but it ending in a draw. I was like, dang, really? Like this how now with this fight, this up and coming fight, somebody has to win. Because if this fight ends in a draw too, I'm like, y'all don't even need to box each other no more. Like that's it. Like it's over with. Just stop. Because I'm like, both times, this fight, I'm like, I seriously, I'm like, no, after that, them guys don't ever need to box each other anymore if this fight does end in a draw. Because I know, Logan Paul, I think Logan Paul is saying he wants to knock KSI out, like, first round. And then KSI is saying he wants to knock out Logan Paul, like, in the 4th or 5th round. But if they're both, like, defense system is good, and then they're just dragging this fight out all the way to the last round. And then they all like, oh yeah, and it's another draw. And I'm like, no. That's the last time that KSI and Logan Paul needs to fight again. I'm like, unless they just fight until somebody is like, they're all like, okay, I'm done. Or somebody gets knocked out. But I'm like, I will not take another draw. I will not take that. Like, that's something that I just cannot do. So, yeah. I don't want no more draws. I don't even know who else is going to be fighting in this fight and things. Like, I haven't really seen anybody else. Like, I know there has to be some other fighters. They're not just going to have it where it's like, because no, if this does end in the first round, I know there has to be other people fighting, or they're going to have like some other source of entertainment that's going to like, have people where it's like they're watching it things and they think that they got their money's worth. Because if it's just KSI and Logan Paul fighting, I mean, I wouldn't have no problems with that. I know I'm not going to watch any of the other fighters. But, yeah, like, they're the only ones fighting, and then somebody gets knocked out in, like, the first few seconds. I know people are going to be outraged, mad. They're like, man, I could have just watched this at home. That's what I plan on doing. I plan on watching it at home. Like, I mean, I could have bought tickets to it. I should have, but I'm like, I don't know. Like, I'm not really a big, like, show person, like, with concerts and all that other stuff and boxing. And the thing is, I like watching that type of stuff in the comfort of my own home. Like, maybe if I was going with friends, but the friends that I'm friends with, they're not into YouTube at all. Like, I out of all of my friends, I think I'm the only one that's, like, really into YouTube and stuff. So yeah, I'm like, I would be the only one, like, interested whatsoever and stuff. Like, the fact that I would have to sit down and explain, like, okay, so KSI is this YouTuber, Logan Paul is this YouTuber, they both don't like you, like, having to give them that talking things, I'm like, I don't want to deal with all of that, so yeah, that's why I'm like, I would have been the only one, and that's why I'm like, I would prefer to just watch it at my house and things. And yeah, I don't know what I should do though. Like, I don't know whether I should like live stream my reaction or record my reaction, because I want to, but at the same time I'm like, dang, like what am I? Dang, I don't know. Freaking, I don't know. I didn't do it last year. I did do like an aftermath video though. I should do like a live stream. But, like, I know I gotta cancel out the audio and all that stuff. I can't have, like, nothing playing in the background. I'm thinking maybe I can, like, download YouTube from either my PlayStation or my Xbox. stream the fight on there, and then watch it or live stream from my laptop, and then yeah, that can possibly work out. Huh. Yeah, I might do it. I might do it if I remember to. If I'm like not too lazy to set all that stuff up, but if not, then yeah, I'll probably do like a follow-up video or podcast episode. I'll probably do like a follow-up video talking about it and things. But then that's the thing, because I know I'm gonna be late on the upload, so I'm thinking maybe I should just do the live stream and yeah, just have it where it's like already uploaded and stuff. Because I know if I do it as a video, that I'm gonna probably mess around and forget. Or I'm gonna probably honestly, that's what I need to do. I need to get all the videos that I got right now out of the way, upload them all, and then when I do get to this video, then that'd be my next video to upload, and then yeah, I think I should do that. So I'm probably gonna work on quite a few videos for the next 2 days, and then yeah, get this probably if I do turn it into a video. But who knows? I might live stream it. I'll probably buy like a Red Bull and drink it that night, because I think there's like that fight's coming on at midnight. Like, I gotta see when this fight's coming on. No, I didn't want to press that. Freaking KSI versus Logan Paul 2 fight time. And Google is being slow. Let's see when this fight starts. So it begin at around 8 p.m., 9 p.m. local time. Okay, so, and then UK time, 4 a.m., 5 a.m. Okay. Okay, so if it comes on at 8, then cool. I don't know where I was reading where they said it was going to come on at midnight. Then I gotta find this place again, this website where it's like it'll charge you $10 just to watch it. Cause no, see, here's what they got going on, and that's what I'm not for. Is that they want me to pay for this like monthly subscription thing, and that's like $20. And I'm like, bro, I'm only going to watch this fight. Like, I'm not really into boxing or fighting unless it's like a big fight or a fight that a lot of people is talking about. And even then, like, if the fight is that big, usually, like, my dad or my uncle, they'll, like, rent the fight, and then I just watch it for free, you know? But I'm not paying no $20 or this monthly service for a one-time fight. It's not like, and that's why I'm like, they had to sit down and think about that. Like, why would I pay for this? I mean, yeah, overall I could just cancel it and things, but they need to do some WWE stuff. WWE, they always are all like, oh yeah, get the first month of WWE Network for free and things, and then afterwards you just pay $9.99. No, they're trying to charge me $19.99 for this. I'm not watching no other fights. That is the only fight that I'm going to be watching, is this KSI and Logan Paul fight. I'm not watching any other fights after that. So it will be right when I subscribe to you guys, I'm going to cancel it. I'm like, that's a scam. That's seriously a scam. Like, I found this one website where they're only charging you like $10 to watch it and things. I'm like, cool. Like, shout out to them, because I am not spending no $20 on this monthly service thing. And yeah, I'm like, nah, that's okay. Thank you, but that is a-okay. I am fine. I am not going to be doing that. But in the meantime, I will be giving myself a water break. So hold on. Oh man, I went some days without drinking Fiji water. So I was drinking the water at my job. But man, having Fiji water like just bedside right now, I feel so much relaxed when I just have Fiji water bedside, because besides KSI and Logan Paul, enough of them, when I'm like, it'll be in the middle of the night and I'm just all like, dang man, I want some water. That's why I'm like, nah, I just start putting the water like right next to me, because I'm like, I got some shoe boxes where I just put the water up there and stuff. And yeah, in the middle of the night, I'll wake up and then yeah, just drink me some water real quick. So I'm like, I'll do that. And then even when I'm like playing video games and stuff, I'll do that then. So, but anyways, KSI versus Logan Paul this Saturday at 8. And I think they say over in the UK it's like 4 a.m. or 5 a.m. in November 10th. But yeah, November 9th, West Coast time. From like 8 o'clock at night. So, and I'm glad, cause man, when they had that UK fight going on in like with last year, and then the year before that, with KSI when he went up against Joe Weller and Logan Paul the first times, and yeah, I was like, man, I almost missed the first fight. And then the second fight, I was like, I think, I had like, I've missed like the first few fights and stuff because I didn't really care about those fights. I was just mainly waiting for for KSI and Logan Paul and then KSI and Joe Weller. I think I had almost missed the KSI and Joe Weller fight, but I was like, man, I'm not trying to watch those guys. I don't care about those guys. So, but now this time, it coming on at 8. I'm like, cool. I ain't gonna probably really care about all the other fights that's happening. I'll probably watch them. I should watch them. I should like give my input on those fights, but I don't even know who's fighting. So they haven't really even said like who else is fighting. Like I gotta see like an undercard or something, see who else is gonna be fighting in this fight. Because there are some YouTubers that was talking about it, and I know on Keemstar's Drama Alert, he was saying like I guess like FaZe Sensei or something like that. He was supposed to be fighting, but I think he dropped out of the fight because he had some like body injuries and stuff. So I was like, man, I really wanted to see him fight and things, and so because I was like, they were gassing him up. I was just like, maybe I'll watch some previous fights and stuff. But anyways, I will talk to you guys later. Thank you guys for watching and or listening. If you're viewing this on YouTube, make sure you like and subscribe. And if you're viewing this on the podcast streaming service, make sure you follow or subscribe, however it's set up. And if you are purchasing tickets from SeatGeek for the first time, make sure you use my promo code TMossBoss and it will knock $20 off your first purchase. Your first purchase, okay? And then that's it. So yeah, buy tickets. Like I knew what I was saying. I knew what I was trying to say. All right. Like I graduated from high school. But anyways, I will talk to you guys later. Thank you guys for watching and or listening, and peace.